Hey everyone, Jake here for American Muscle, and in this video we're taking a look at the Raxium CXR series sequential LED turn signals fitting 2015 to 2017 Mustangs. These are perfect for the S550 owner who's looking to modernize the look of their car's front end and get some additional lighting output. They combine sleek good looks with some cool tech, improved visibility, and excellent build quality, making them an excellent upgrade to any car. While turn signals may not be the most exciting thing you can do, they are a simple piece that make a big improvement to your car's looks. These are going to replace the standard incandescent bulbs of your stock turn signals with LEDs. So these will be a heck of a lot brighter than your factory setup. And the coolest part, these are sequential, so they bring that design element from the rear turn signals up to the front. It's a subtle thing, but it can really make a big difference in the overall aesthetics of your car. And they'll make your car more visible to other motorists out on the road too. And on these ones in particular, you've got that smoked lens over top, just adding to that more aggressive appearance. So you get a lot of good stuff baked into these little turn signals. Construction here is your typical ABS plastic for the outer housings with polycarbonate lenses over top. They come weather sealed as well, so they're going to keep dirt and moisture out of the housings and help protect the LEDs and the electronics inside. Now these also come with anti-flicker and hyper-flash modules included, so unlike just plugging in a set of LED bulbs to your stock housings, these are going to work exactly as they're supposed to with no weird behaviors. And they're pretty much a plug-and-play installation as well. We'll get to that in a moment. Pricing comes in at about $300 for the pair, making them a decidedly premium option within the market. However, the inclusion of that sequential turn signal function, all the LEDs inside, the anti-flicker modules, and those smoked lenses make these worth some extra dollars versus the less expensive options. Plus, the build quality here is pretty top-notch, and if you want a setup that's going to last you and look great too for a long time, these are going to be an excellent choice. Like I alluded to earlier, installation is quite simple, and accordingly we're going to give this a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter. The job should take you about 1 hour to complete. These are again designed to be a totally plug-and-play setup, so you don't need to do any modifications or wiring. However, you are going to have to remove that front bumper cover in order to access the mounts for these. And you're going to have to make sure you plug in those anti-flicker modules as well. Plus, they come ready to go, they're sealed up, and you can mount them pretty much anywhere that's out of sight. With that though, we're gonna head on out to the shop and we're gonna walk you through this process.
For this install, you need a ratchet and an 8 and 7mm socket, clip removal tool, trim panel removal tool, and double-side tape. All right, today we're gonna be installing some front turn signals on our Mustang. First, we're gonna watch a quick video how to uninstall the factory bumper, and then we'll come back here to install the new turn signals.
So for this install, we're gonna have to get the car up in the air a little bit, and we're gonna have to remove the front bumper. It's a pretty simple process. I'm gonna walk you through it. So let's get started. I'm gonna start by using my clip tool to remove the clips that hold the upper rad cover on, and I'll just pull these out and pull the rad cover off. So with my rad cover out of the way, I can take my 8mm socket and remove the 6 8mm screws along the top of the bumper, but don't forget the 7mm screws hiding underneath the weather strip here, and I'm just gonna use a 7mm socket to get those out. Now I need to pull back my inner fender liner here up against the front bumper. There are 4 clips here on the inside of the wheel well. One of ours is missing, but just imagine that it's there. And there's 2 at the bottom that I'll have to remove. And then I can pull my wheel well liner back far enough to gain access to the bolt that is behind the liner on the corner of the front bumper. I'm just gonna use my clip tool once again to pull the clips out, and then I can pull the liner back. So back here at the corner of this bumper, there is a plastic bracket that mounts the fender to the bumper, and there's a 7mm screw that goes through the 2 and attaches the bumper into the fender. And what you're gonna have to do is take a 7mm socket on your ratchet to remove it. Now, our bumper has been off so many times that hardware is missing, but all you need is a 7mm socket and ratchet, and it'll come right out. Now I'm just gonna repeat this exact same process on the other side of the vehicle, and once again, remove the 7mm screw here at the corner of the bumper. Now you can pull your fender liner back once again and remove the 7mm screw right here. With our fender liners pulled back and the corner of our bumper unbolted, now we can unhook our fog lights and turn signals, as these are going to be coming off with the bumper when we remove it from the car. So I'm just gonna unplug my connectors and pull them off the back of the lights. And then I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. So next I'm going to use a combination of a clip removal tool and a 7mm socket on my impact to remove the 4 screws and 2 clips on the bottom of the belly pan, but I'm going to leave it attached to the front bumper so everything comes off in one piece. Let's go with the screws first. So now you're going to want to very carefully pop the corners of the front bumper out. Make sure not to damage these tabs, as you will need them to reinstall the bumper. And with both of the corners popped off now, we can remove the front bumper.
All right, now that we got our front bumper off, we just need to take off our whole fog light and turn signal assembly. So there's 6 7mm bolts, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here that we're going to take off so we can pull this whole thing out. All right, so we're going to take our 6 screws out. All right, now that those 6 screws are out, along the bottom edge, you'll see a couple of tabs. We're just going to grab our trim panel removal tool and just go in between the painted part and the black trim. Just pull it up. There we go. So we can release that now. Now that that's released, we're going to take our 3 7mm screws that hold our turn signal in out. All right, now that those are all out, you just pull it out the front and set it aside. All right, now we're gonna get our new light into place. So we're gonna grab our wires, feed them through first. We can get our light set into place. And just reinstall those 3 screws that we took out. And grab our ratchet and 7mm socket and tighten them down. All right, now that those are in, we can set our whole assembly back in place in our bumper. All right, now we have it back in place, we're going to reinstall all of our screws that we took out. Thread them in by hand first. Just tighten them all down. All right, now we have our module here, which we're going to plug into our harness. Let's see, a small 2-pin connector. Plug that in. There we go. Now you can secure this however you want. There are holes for if you want to put mounting screws through. We're just going to use some double-sided tape. So we're just going to put some double-sided tape. You can secure it to our trim right here. And once that's secure, you can go ahead and do the same steps for the other turn signal. Now that both our lights are installed, we're going to get our bumper reinstalled onto our car. So we're going to set it up in place. Set it up over our top points first. Go over to either side and get it over our fenders. Then we're going to start securing. We're going to start underneath and work our way up. All right, so we're going to start underneath and we're going to start with all of our bolts. So we have 2 here and 4 in the back. Let's grab our ratchet and 7mm socket and tighten them down. All right, so we have our 4 in the back. We're missing 1 here. Our clip is broken, so we're just gonna install 3, but you would install all 4. All right, and then we have our 2 push clips in either side. Just like that. All right, now we're in our wheel well. We're just gonna connect our connectors. So we have our 2 main ones that go to our new light. That one and that one. And then we have our fog light connector. And now we can get our wheel liner into place. All right, now we're gonna re-secure our fender liner. First, we wanna talk about our 7mm bolt for our bumper and fender up here. Now ours is missing, of course, because it's broken, but now is when you would want to reinstall that 7mm bolt. After you do that, just get your wheel liner into place, and you can reinstall all of your push clips. One there on the inside, and then at the bottom, don't forget about the one underneath. And bottom on the outside. And then our 2 going up the side. This one, which you might not be able to see, but it is just tucked up in there. Just don't forget about that one. Once you have this done, you go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. All right, now we have our bolts going across the top, so we're gonna grab our ratchet and 8mm socket, tighten those down. All right, and just don't forget about the ones on the ends. Now ours is different hardware. We have Phillips head screws, which you would just reinstall the same ones that you took out. Tighten those down. Then we can get our trim into place and reinstall all of our push clips going across. All right, once you have that done, you can close your hood and you're all set. And that wraps up our install of our Raxium CXR series sequential LED turn signals for our 2015 to 2017 Mustang. And remember, for everything Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.